differently on this occasion since you say?
Well, I'm really going to, there are a few amendments that we had intended to take on the floor. About 3 adjustments, not a major one. We're going to make those changes, and Member Mark Golin had made some comments and recommended some changes which I found were not injurious to the bill. We're going to accommodate those, and we're going to retable the bill. What was interesting is that the Minister of Finance never set out any specific amendment in the clause to achieve what he said was a deficiency, which underscored the fact that he was just chatting pure mumbo jumbo. I reiterate, there are some provisions in the bill which capture some code of conduct provisions deliberately so that they can be ironclad in legislation rather than left to regulation. In a substantive way, the bill remains the same. And I just dare to say, if for one moment what Mr. Shaw claimed was true, then he indirectly saying that all who claim that they are being unfairly treated by the bank is telling a lie. Yeah. So the verdict is out there by their own experiences. And that is what I find a bit disingenuous on the minister. He is inferring that people are complaining when they have no basis of a complaint.
Can we expect a mass mobilization around this topic from the People's National?
We are going to do that. You know, and I'm glad you asked that question, because one of the things that caused me to really get upset is that the bill from the very beginning, starting from the private members' motion, was never a partisan bill. It was, the committee was chaired by the then opposition, now the members in government. The recommendations coming from the committee was bipartisan. And as I recited in the closing of the debate Tuesday, the comments of the 2 members strongly supporting that those provisions be put in effect. Only at the last minute, we seen them flip. One other important point to make. When the first draft bill was made in July 2016, I hand-delivered a copy to Mr. Chuck, Mr. Shaw, Mr. Samuda, the Attorney General, sent a copy to the Bank of Jamaica and to the Consumer Protection Affairs. All those entities were supplied with a bill to say, look here, make your comments for inclusion in the bill. All along the way, we set out to be inclusive. Not a Fitz Jackson bill, but our bill, because the matter came to the committee that we're all members, and the recommendations were unanimously supported by the House. And you can just imagine, when you have traveled that journey in that kind of inclusive approach, and at the last moment, over a year, they commented not one.
So why are they trying to sabotage the bill? It seems as if you're suggesting.
That's $1 million question.
Why do you think?
One, I believe a bit of pettiness on Mr. Shaw's part and Mr. Samuda. And 2, I believe quite strongly that they have yielded to the lobby from the banks.
Do you know about concerted lobby from the banks?
Yeah.
Do you know about concerted effort from the banks?
Yes, the banks also lobbied me too. And nothing is wrong with lobbying representatives. Everybody do that, and they have a right to do that.
When they were lobbying, what did they
They told me quite frankly that they would wish not for the minimum service package which sets out the set of fees to be in place. And I told them reiterated the basis on which it was there, and that was not up for negotiation. And in fairness, they said they respected my position, and the matter closed there. So I don't have anything about the lobbying. As I said, it's a duty. My constituents lobby me every day to do things on their behalf, to make representation on their behalf. What is important is what we as the elected representatives have been listened to all sides. And I'm going to reiterate, in the committee, we listened to the banks. All the financial institutions participated. We heard their argument. And on the basis of a balance between what we heard and what the consumers were experiencing, we made those recommendations. What the bill sought to do is to arrive at that balance, to protect the interests of the depositors. And one of the important points to reiterate, nowhere in that bill it sets any fee and any service. It's a principle which I think many of them overlook. The principle that says a licensed financial institution who gets the privilege of taking people's deposits at a minimum, you must provide a minimum amount of service that can protect their deposits while enabling you to use their deposits to invest in the form of loans and other financing instruments to make money of your own. The bill doesn't speak anything about bank spread, for argument's sake. It only speaks to charges made against their accounts, not the bank's money. So that's a principle which I think I would like a lot of people to pay attention to. And I think that's what makes it a fair deal.